What would it take to go from making $10,000 a year to making $10 million? Persistence, hard work, passion, and a hurricane. On America this afternoon, Mike Hagedis says it's time to get ready for the next big blow. He's in Orlando, Florida.
And this guy's roof ended up in your backyard.
Yes, it did.
Jeff Prom has lived in Florida for 18 years, and yes, he has seen his share of hurricanes. The last one to hit his East Coast home was Wilma. Up until that one, how did he get his home ready for the big blow?
I went out and did the plywood thing, and I hated it. I think the plywood did more damage to the house than the storm did.
But when Wilma was on the way this time, Prom decided to use something else, something called storm stoppers, or heavy-duty corrugated plastic cut to size and attached to his house with 3M dual-lock fasteners.
It's a big window. You can pick that up with one hand.
And this stuff works.
Absolutely works.
I can put these up myself.
Cassie Rylands is another Storm Stoppers customer. In fact, there are 7,000 or so in 12 states and the Caribbean. The company has done a little over $10 million in business in the last 3 years. Whose idea was this stuff?
Hurricane Francis was coming, and I couldn't find plywood. So I used what I had.
What John D. Smith had was some corrugated plastic from his first business, one we first told you about in 2002. You remember clever covers, hubcaps, and fan waves emblazoned with the logo of your favorite sports team. He was making about 10 grand a year until...
Meet John D. Smith, a one-man show with an accidental invention to sell.
A local TV station did a story on his hubcaps turned storm window coverings.
The phones rang off the hook for weeks. There was infinite customer demand. And so there's demand, there's a need, let's do it.
And do it he did. Had them tested by man and, more impressively, by machine. And sells them as a do-it-yourself or installed item for about 5 times less than high-end roll-down shutters, and as a direct competitor to plywood, one that actually lets light in when they're up.
Does it get me a break?
Could be as high as 20%.
Really?
Necessity, the mother of invention. And oh, if you know the right guy, I can get you a special set. On America, Mike Hagedis, CNBC in Orlando, Florida.
That's cool. It is cool. And I have the storm stoppers right here. Thank you for sending them along. And they are extremely light, but obviously, from what Mike showed us, extremely resilient. They're very cool. Don't you just love entrepreneurs?